Ibadan.
News on Melody 100.7 FM. Reporting live from Melody 100.7 FM.
100.7
A very good afternoon. Thank you for joining in. This is Melody 100.7 FM. Newsline. This beautiful Thursday, the 19th day of February 2026. And the headlines. E-transmission of poll results can't replace manual transmission, says Tinubu. FG seals plateau 9 after gas kills 37. Bandits kill Ondo monarch. A new passport rule may deny foreign-born children entry into UK. In sport, Werder Bremen ruled out season return for injured striker Victor Boniface. Details shortly. Thank you very much for being with us. And now the news in detail. My name is Priti Adegoke. President Bola Tinubu has signed into law the Electoral Act Amendment 2026, saying in Nigeria, electronic transmission of election results is merely supportive and not a replacement for manual transmission. This came on a day former Cross River State Resident Electoral Commissioner, REC, Mr. Mike Igini, blamed the judiciary for recurring challenges in the electoral system. He also faulted the National Assembly's decision to be suspended after the tragedy in the Zura community of Wase LGA. The monarch of Agamo community in Akure North local government area of Ondo State, Oba Kehinde Falodun, has reportedly been killed by suspected bandits. It was gathered that the traditional ruler was murdered yesterday evening while resisting an attempt by the government to abduct him. A source in the community said about 10 armed men stormed the palace and attempted to kidnap the monarch, but he resisted them. According to the source, when the assailants already allegedly shot at him several times and the bullet did not penetrate, they reportedly struck his head with a heavy object, leading to his death. You are still listening to Newsline on Melody 100.7 FM. The news returns shortly. Please stay with us. Thank you for being with us. Now, the rest of the news. In business, power generation companies under the umbrella of the Association of Power Generation Companies have disclosed that outstanding unpaid invoices for electricity generated and supplied to the national grid have surged to about 6 trillion naira, raising fresh concerns over the sustainability of power supply in Nigeria. The group said the growing debt burden driven by revenue shortages and weak remittances across the electricity value chain has significantly strained the financial capacity of generation companies to invest in maintenance, fuel procurement, and expansion. The power generation companies also strongly rejected allegations about the Nigerian Labour Congress that electricity firms were engaged in institutionalized extortion, insisting that the claims misrepresented the deep-rooted liquidity crisis threatening the country's power sector. The Chief Executive Officer of the association, Joy Ogaji, made the announcement in a statement in reaction to recent comments by the Nigerian Labour Congress. Ogaji accused Labour of peddling a simplistic and inflammatory narrative that ignored the structural challenges facing the industry. And now to the foreign scene, where the British children born overseas could be denied entry to the United Kingdom from next week, following a change in passport rules. Under the new rule, which takes effect from February 25, British dual citizens will have to present a British passport when traveling to the UK or obtain a certificate of entitlement valued at £589. Anyone born overseas by a British parent automatically qualifies for dual citizenship. They cannot renounce until they turn 18, which means they must either obtain a British passport or pay a £89 fee for a certificate of entitlement to travel to the UK. In entertainment, Gambian-born Nollywood actress Rosie Mara has taken to social media to slam critics, trolling her following the recent reconciliation between her husband Olakunle Churchill and his ex-wife, actress Tonto Dike. In a series of posts shared on her Instagram story, Mara stated that it is time for her to control the narrative of people directly messaging her and commenting on her page, as the situation is about her life and story. The actress also slammed trolls commenting on her page and debunked rumors that she was ever Tonto Dike's friend on her husband's former personal assistant. Maro recently clarified that she was never friends with Tonto Dike, her husband's ex-wife. The statement comes shortly after Dike and her ex-husband made headlines for a public reunion with their son, King Andre. In auto sport, Werder Bremen have confirmed that on loan Nigerian striker Victor Boniface will not play again for the club this season, despite recently returning to light training after spending months sidelined with a knee injury. The 25-year-old for today, but before we go, the recap. The transmission of polls will not replace manual, according to the President, Bola Tinubu. We also told you that the federal government has sealed Plateau mine site after gas leak killed about 37 people. In Ondo State, we reported to you that bandits have killed a monarch there, while on the foreign scene, a new passport rule may deny foreign-born children entry into the United Kingdom. From sports, we told you that Werder Bremen has confirmed that there can't be any return for injured striker Victor Boniface anymore this season. And that's the size of our Newsline for today. Don't forget to join us on all our social media platforms for more news stories and excellent programming. Newsline was compiled and produced by Kudirat Hakim Akwampa, and of course Bola Egunfemi was also assisted in the package. It was edited by Iyetayo Olushola. My name is Pretty Adegoke. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon.
100.7 FM. Stay cool with melody. Ìkànnì tó kọjá rẹ́kẹrẹ́kẹ́ Melody FM Ìbàdàn. Ìkànnì tó kọjá rẹ́kẹrẹ́kẹ́ Melody FM Ìbàdàn.
Gbogbo Ìbàdàn ẹ bò wá tí wìtìwìtì jojo mi àlàmọ̀ràn tó kì í.